my daddy told me that before I started having trouble in my home, he kept telling me through the word. Through me praying, the word kept coming out of my mouth. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in Yahweh, you will believe. That's all this powerful name is. It's not so, it is so. God's holy heart. I go to salvation you, I will come and get you. Jesus in my spirit. At that time, I didn't understand at all. I didn't know what he was telling me, because I wasn't close to Yahweh right now. And what he was trying to do was to get my attention. He made me get to really know him, but I didn't know him. You know, like time you go to church, but you don't know him. You got to really get to know him. You know what I'm saying? So my brothers and sisters come to make us have faith to know that he is going to take care of us, and he's going to guide us, and he's going to deliver us. You know, and I'm just thinking today, dealing with me, my trials, troubles, tribulations, knowing that all is well, and I love him today because he says well to me. And I just tell you the truth, I didn't know I was a sinner. I didn't know I was a sinner. One day I was sitting at the dining table, and the Holy Spirit told me I was a sinner. I said, what? Because I was going to church, you know what I'm saying? I was doing everything I was supposed to do right. But I didn't know anything else. You know, I just thank him for my child. So he got my attention and so said. And I'm just so glad to be here, knowing that he's still in the car, and he was there for us. You know, and I tell him today for the first time, I'm so grateful that he is so good, and we know that he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Keep on going and do what I tell you to do. I'm going to say what I tell you. I have a granddaughter. She always is. She always is. Doing stuff. She always is. And some of the time makes me mad. So bad. She does so much to me too, but she knows what to say. You know, and I forgive. You know, so just now that time in my yard, I do my yard. I have to get rid of my yard. And she popped it back in the house. 100 kids came out. She started talking to me. I thought, you know, but I'm praying for her, you know. And she told the boys, y'all get out and help come on do the yard. Yeah. Yeah. I said, well, look at y'all, man. I said, y'all, you put up with this girl. Yeah, I'm telling you. That girl, she called the police on her. She knows everything. You know what I'm saying? But she knows she's going to pray. But I know that my God is a God of deliverance. He's delivering you. You got to have love. You invite us? I say all my children. I say all my children. I say all of them. You know, because Yahweh is a God that's great on the good and the bad. You know, and that's how he said, through love and kindness, I have drawn you. You know, so he's drawing us by his love. And so we can't be like the devil. We can't be like the devil. We got to give because look, our Father. You know, I'm so glad to give the number. Can't say Yahweh for all the goodness and mercy. Each one that was here, y'all was Jesus for the will of Yahweh. I just continue to pray for me that I continue to be what Yahweh has to be. That's what I say. And when I go off on that, I say. And I've been doing it for years. You know, sometimes you don't want to. Okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I just say Yahweh for the God's sake of me. And continue to praise him and doing his journey. Because the journey comes with good. And I know he has to sing to me. Because last week, I was sitting in church, last week, and the Holy Spirit told me. He told me to get all the family together. I was sitting there, and he told me to get all your children and your grandchildren, your grandchildren come and work with you. Because Yahweh calling them, they all know that. They all know when they were little. They all know that I always told them that. I always told them that. And they tell you that now. He told us that what's happening now. It's happening now. I said, well, what you doing now? Right. So I'm doing what I told you. If they know, to go back on the next one. You know? Because I've done my job that I'm supposed to do. You know? I put my life on the line for my kids. I didn't have no fun going out praying and doing this and doing that. I stayed home and I took care of the child. I took to church and I prayed. And that I know that y'all have prayer. But one time I was like, oh, the very mature. You know, that's very mature. He already heard you. Another person's going to see you say, he done heard you already. You got to keep saying that. Just thank him for saving those kids. But you done done what I told you to do, so you just keep on this thing. So I think I was with my son back there. Got the difference. Amen. Hallelujah. And the brother just left us now. He was one of the young men that he could have volunteered with. And all I see is the together. All the, and he's a minister. A whole lot of, and I think y'all be a right, the love and fight forever. Because y'all need to love you.
Raise your wing. We have another testimony.
Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. I give honor to the Most High God this day for life and sound mind. I wasn't going to come to church today, except with the devil, because I don't think I'm going to come to Baptist church. And I sat there in my PJs and I was like, oh man, church. And I was in the shower and threw something on, and I'm here.
Praise Yahweh.
I'm glad that I came. You know, I'm just fighting my way through, but this back is just all sorts of out of whatever. And I was going to ask you to pray my strength because I'm scheduled to have surgery on March 10th. But I'm trusting the Father to do a mighty work.
Yes, we trust the Lord.
And I'm going to do some pre-op and some testing. And I pray that when I do those tests, that the doctor will be confused. And he was like, wait a minute, we don't see nothing what we saw last time. What's going on? So I'm praying and I'm just trusting the Father that He will make a way out of nowhere. And that's just what I want to sing this one little verse of this song. Amen. Because that's just how I feel right now.
Lord, I'm so tired and so weary, but I must carry on till Yah comes and call me away, where the morning is so bright and the Lamb, He is the light, and the night is as deep as the day. Don't sing it one more time. Yeah, I'm so tired and so weary, but I must go on till Yah comes and calls me away, where the morning is so bright and the Lamb, He is the light, and the night is as still as day.
All right, sir.
Where there will be peace in the valley for me. Oh, someday there will be peace in the valley for me. Oh yeah, I pray there'll be no sorrow, no sadness, no pain I'll feel, 'cause there will be peace in the valley. Oh, for waking me up this morning to have the break. I just thank Him. Thank you for who He is in my life, for being a very present help in the time of trouble, for being a bridge over many, many troubled waters, for being the one I can come to sleepless night when I can sleep down and pray, for hearing and answering my prayers. As the song said, they will be peace, but that is when one day, you know, knowing that our labor is not in vain. There will be peace one day. But while we're here on earth, just want while I'm here, just want to worship in spirit. I just want to do His will. Just thank Him. Open doors for me, always closed. Just open my eyes to truth for each and every one of us here in this sanctuary today. God is good and His mercy is present. Praise the Lord. Ask the Lord to please pray for me so that I can be strong.
We're going to have to cut it off right here. Anybody got a burning testimony? Okay, okay, which one they can do? Give him the mic, give him the mic. I'm trying to encourage you. What else you want to say? Nobody's not right now. All right, amen.
Praise your way. At this time, praise your way. Let us all say, praise your way. Praise your way. Let us praise your way. Let us say hallelujah. 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 Praise your way. At this time, I present to Bethany will come to ministry all Rabbi Casey Griffin, Rabbi Griffin congregation.
Anybody got burned? I don't want to cut nobody off the testimony. I got a testimony. What you gonna do? Take a shot, okay? Oh, we got time. Come on, we gotta make yours come on. That's all right, you could be. Let's have a word of prayer to get right into the lesson for today. You may want to take some notes. And this is going to be part one. But there's a lot to be said about this particular topic. Sister Miriam and Mother Griffin and many others in here have been familiar with the name Babylon. And so if you're not, you got to look around, you'll see that she's still in existence. Hello, somebody. Say that again. Say it again. Say it again. Those who are in here should know about Babylon. If you don't, you ain't got to look far because her influence is still prevalent today. We need to know to look for so we can stay out of this, so we can stay out of Babylon way. Jamaica made a song about Babylon, right? And many other songs about Babylon. Babylon is not a place you want to be here. Alright? And some of us is flirting. Some of us is even been in the bed with her. I'm sorry, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I just be real? Without without busting chili eardrums. We need to know to look for so we can stay out of her way. Serious, y'all. And So let's get ready to get to the word. Let's have prayer. Father Yahweh, we thank you for being good to us. Thank you for the kindness and greatness that you have shared with us. Your greatness is expressed through your son, Yahshua Messiah. And he left us his word, and then he gave us his spirit. So we have so much of his essence around us, in us, that's really, it's a part of us, even the next breath we're about to take. It's all because of him. Because in him we live, we move, and we have our existence. And Father, as we get ready to talk about this wonderful topic, this particular topic, open your people's minds so they can understand how to identify with this system and not to be a part of it. We pray in Yahshua's name. Hallelujah. Y'all ready? Let's your seatbelts. I may not be able to do it all today. I'm not going to try to get it all done today, but this will be part one of this particular subject. Like I said before, I think I'm like from my upbringing in the Sabbath Adventist church. And then when we was young, I didn't hear him talk about these things until later on. Don't say that about Sister Miriam?
Talk about what thing?
About the Sabbath Adventist church, talking about Revelation. Or what some churches wasn't doing it.
When I started going, they were doing the Revelation.
How old you were during the time?
I joined the church when I was like 14 years old.
Okay, then it probably was, but it probably went over my head.
So we look at 50 years ago.
Yeah. Mother Griffin, did you remember them talking about Revelation? We were going there when my dad was young. I don't remember talking. Maybe it was over my head at the time. We understand. You know, I'm not trying to say they didn't, but maybe we didn't understand. But let's get ourselves prepared for this particular subject. This is not a cake, so this is a cake y'all want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit. But it's not. This is, I could have made it a little better than that, but I just want to give y'all a little idea of what it's looking like. The first time that you hear the word Babylon, where does it come from? It has an origin. It comes from somewhere.
The Tower of Babel.
The Tower of Babel. So to start with, what does the word Babel mean?
Confusion.
It means confusion. So guess what? When you talk about Babylon, you talk about a place of what? Confusion. Why do you suppose it's called confusion?
Because of the language that was everybody started speaking a different language.
Okay. Remember, a time was, and everybody spoke one language over the whole face of the earth. Who was the first king of Babylon? Who was the first king of Babylon?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nimrod. I think you know, you just got yourself off the feet, trying to get in the class. Praise Yahweh.
I missed one.
Listen. So, but let's look at a few scriptures first. Let's look at, we read about Babylon. We need to understand that Babylon is not a place you want to be at. And if you're there and you belong to Yahweh, listen, if you don't belong to Yahweh, then that's your place you need to stay. But if you belong to Yahweh, you belong to his people, then you need to understand you need to come out of a quickly. Because the word is giving us a stern warning about Babylon. So Revelation the 14th chapter, you know, it has its origin in Genesis. But it also, at the last book of the Bible, you can see that Babylon is still around. It's not yet completely destroyed. Even though it is in ruins today. Who can tell me the nation? What's the nation? What is another name? If Babylon is a nation today, what's the name of the Babylon today?
America.
Huh?
America.
No.
What you said? What's
What is the modern name of Babylon today?
Oh, Iraq?
It's Iraq. Remember Saddam Hussein? That's Babylon. She changed her name. There's another nation that is going to change her name too. How you know that the Persian is still around? The Medes and the Persian, they're still around.
That's
They have changed
Iran.
that name. Who's Persian?
Iran.
Iran. You got Iraq. I ain't talking about Iraq. And then Iran. Ain't talking about Iraq and Iran. Ain't talking about that, y'all. You know, Iraq and Iran, no. Iran is Persia, who our Queen Esther and Xerxes and ruled, and Darius ruled over. But they changed their name, but they still the same nations. They just don't change their name. Are we listening? Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Revelation, the 14th chapter. I'm going to make another note. Put this in your notes. In the end of time, Yahweh going to give us some help from heaven. Angels going to come and help us preach this gospel. Aren't you glad for that?
Yes.
Why you suppose we need angels to come and preach?
But this world going to be so wicked, we're going to be tired.
I agree. Because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. Heaven was first started in heaven. I'm going to know that. The first war ever, the first blow, cut, kick, however power they used, was first used in the very presence of Yahweh. Michael and this angel fought against Satan or the dragon and this angel, and there was no place for them. Verse 6 of chapter 14. Then I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven. And he had an eternal gospel to proclaim to those who live on the earth, to every nation and to tribe, language, and people. In other words, this message is not going to be just directed to the Israelites, not just for America, but it's for every nation.
Everybody.
Are we listening? Yeah. And he said with a loud voice, fear Yahweh and give him glory, because the hour of the judgment has come. Mother people, a day gonna come where Yahweh say, I'm about to pronounce judgment on the earth. Right now he's giving us his door, his grace is open up for everybody. Like the Bible says, mirror, his door of grace gonna close, and Yahweh say, no, I got to judge. I'm gonna talk about that next week too. Yahweh mad not just mad at America, he's mad at Russia, China, Japan, Germany, and all of them.
Yes.
Because Yahweh, in the time, Yahweh going to make war against all nations.
Yes.
Because they all have violated his commandments.
Yes.
The everlasting covenant. They're all guilty of not listening to the voice of Yahweh.
Yes.
Are we listening, my Father? Worship him who made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and the springs of water. Where do you get that at? That's one of the commandments.
Yeah.
The seventh day commandment.
Fourth commandment.
About the seventh day, who made it create the heavens and the earth and the sea and all the rest. Listen, that's Yahweh. That's what he's the creator. And the second angel followed him. So one angel gonna come out preaching and say, fear Yahweh, for his hour of judgment about to come. And as soon as he got through, here come another angel gonna say what? The second angel followed is Babylon the Great, which made all nations to drink the madding wine of her adultery. In other words, all nations have sat to her table and got drunk. Every nation on the face of the earth. But I thought Babylon was done with it, y'all. I thought Babylon was done. No. I'm about finished. Then we got, I'm going to read one more, then we go to Revelation, the 17th chapter. Verse 1 through 6. And the seventh angel who had the seven bowls came and said to me, come, I'll show you the punishment of the great prostitute which sits on many waters. You know what the prostitute is, also?
Yeah.
What's the prostitute? Is the prostitute good? The only prostitute that we know is good was the one that came to Yahshua and Almighty changed their lives. But many prostitutes don't mean they ain't no good. Let me tell you something about a prostitute that you not getting too used to disrespect. What's so bad about a prostitute? A prostitute. Okay, let me go. She's not faithful. Say it again, sister. Yeah. She's not faithful to nobody. Anybody. Listen, anybody. Oh, wait, no, I ain't gonna go there. Nobody in trouble. Yeah, you got men prostitutes too. So there's nothing good about one of my first messages. I heard the church. One of my first messages I ever preached was that hope. One of my first messages, the young minister. I'm talking about this right here. This woman that said, this prostitute. Prostitute, a harlot, those are kind words, but really they call, listen, when you go to the black neighborhood, they gonna call what? I ain't talking about when you I'm not talking about that too in your utility room that you get out weed and deep. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast. Now, that's why I say that's part two. We need to expound what this beast is. Not now. She sitting on a scarlet beast and was covered with blasphemous name and that had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet. She had to wear purple and scarlet. What does the color purple supposed to symbolize? Royalty. This ain't no queen here. And was glittering with gold and precious stone and pearl. In other words, she was all decked out. But she's still a hoe. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna say that, but she's still, you ever see a prostitute get fixed up and go and walk the strip? Some of them upper class prostitutes, they did that movie star. So the devil, listen to me, the devil know how to make things attractive for people to what? To converse with her. Are we listening? She had a golden cup in her hand, filled with the abominable thing and the filth of adultery. The name of her on her head was called Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitution. Listen, she got daughters. She's the mother of prostitution. In other words, ain't nothing good go. Listen, there's nothing good come out of her or come from her. I mean, listen, nothing good at all. Your mama a hoe, your sister a hoe, everybody a hoe, all the girls, everybody, because that's my grandmama, all of them hoes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all that now. Prostitute is just a kind word. I mean, that's what they are. And here the Bible is calling them. The Bible is calling them. Listen, when the Bible says you won, you won.
Come on now.
If you're sleeping with one, you're in some serious trouble. You got a lot of husbands who got to go to these strip clubs, and they go on the when there's a red light there, and they like listen. They got a wife at home, but they pay to sleep with these prostitutes. She's the mother of prostitutes and the abomination of the earth. And I saw the woman was drunk with the blood. She was drunk. In other words, she was intoxicated. Now she ain't intoxicated with this wine, because if I want to get a big old jug of wine for all of us to come here and get, you can drink, you all get naturally drunk. But she not drunk with this natural wine. She drunk with the what? With the blood of the saints of the Most High. Those who bore the testimony of Yahshua the Messiah. In other words, those who she killed, she drunk with them. We need to define that. What made her drunk? Why is she so drunk? That's all she think about. You know, some people just drink, they wake up in the morning and get drunk. Verse 18 of chapter 1. I'm sorry, chapter 18, verse 1. You're going to get ready to stop. Fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place of demons. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Look. Where we at?
That's 18. 18:2. 18:2.
She become a vet. Listen, she, in other words, where she stay at, it doesn't but demons stay with her. How you like to have a house full of demons? Some of us got some got some demons in our house already. I'm talking about some real live ones. I ain't talking about one of them people. I'm talking about real live demons. How many of y'all like horror movies? I caught you. Oh, look at them. For a long time, I remember that. I think the most scary movie ever came out was Exorcist. Remember Linda Bell?
Yeah.
How many of y'all went to see that movie? I did. I was a young kid. I went to see that movie. Listen, that thing scared the mess out of me.
Yeah.
Those things really happen. Demons can really influence people and cause them to change their voices and to change their appearance. Y'all don't want to read this. Y'all want to meet a demon face to face. It'll scare some of us.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you say you love Yahshua, if we got the Holy Spirit in there, I guarantee some of us going to get out of it. Some of us going to get away from them.
Make another door.
Because that's nothing normal that we normally see every day. And some people say there's a difference between demons and devils. I don't know.
Don't want to see it.
I want to meet this. I met some demons. I met some devils in the flesh. But demons, some demons were so bad, some robbers were so wicked, y'all had to lock them up. I'm telling you, he had to lock them up. But time will come, he gonna loose them.
Yes.
I think some of them got loose already.
Yeah.
The way the world turned about. Look at verse 4. I'm gonna go back to the site. Go to the beginning. Come out of her, verse 4 of chapter 18. Come out of her, my people. Let's look at verse 2, I'm sorry. She become a dwelling place of demons and a haunting for every impure spirit. You know, when every impure spirit that you see that's in people and the evil that people do, these spirits, they stay there. Homosexual spirit. I've seen something so wicked. I can't, because of children here, I don't want to say it. But anytime a human being want to mess with an animal, I've seen this shit with my own eyes. I would have to look through my phone when it popped up. And this animal was aroused by this old woman. And the dog, I seen a chicken and a dog. I seen a ducky try to get with a camel. That camel tore his behind up to it, and the ducky was aroused. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Aroused. Yeah. The ducky was aroused, and the camel kept putting him off. He kept on trying to come back. That camel grabbed him by the neck, lifted him up, snapped him, and broke his back. And that's why you see him walking away. He wasn't aroused no more. What's going on?
Unnatural affection.
These are demons. I'm not saying when you see a woman or a man and does it with activity with an animal, they both need to be put to death.
Yeah.
These are some of the things I'm telling you, these are some of the things that's happening.
Yes.
That type of man want to marry a deer.
Yeah.
Or a cow. They call this man messing with a sheep. That's right. Long time ago, I heard about this man in a funeral home. Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
What caused men to do that? Demons. And every unclean bird, and every unclean detestable animal, and all the nations drunk the madness wine of the adultery. The kings of the earth committed adultery with over the king. These are leaders. Your leaders of the earth is committing adultery with this whole. I'm sorry, I can't. This is your prostitute. Your president, your vice president, these leaders, they all are meeting with together. You'll be surprised what they do. Listen, they're all meeting with. Listen, let me tell you something. Everything you see, don't believe it.
Don't believe it.
This
That's
is
right.
planned.
That's right. That's right.
These things are planned.
Yes.
These COVID, it's planned.
Yes. It was planned.
Somebody wants to get rid of somebody so that somebody can take over. There's a lot going on we don't understand.
Yes.
It's a smoke screen, y'all. Let me finish up. I'm gonna get to it. Because I'm not gonna hold you long. And I gotta go see my little girl. Praise Yahweh. Look what it says right here. Look what it says right here. The king of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchant of the earth grew rich from her excess luxury. In other words, she got a lot to offer you if you come and sleep with her.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Even the clothes you wear. Some of the clothes that we people wear, it's influenced by this prostitute, man. Then I heard another voice say, come out of my people. And it's so sad. Some of y'all people is in on this stuff, man. Y'all will say, come out of my people, so that you will not share in her sin. In other words, y'all are going to get her. But if you was in cahoots with her, if you are in agreement with her, if you're sleeping with her, engaging with business activity, whatever, y'all will say you're going to be punished because of your relationship that you have with her. So that you will not receive any of her plague. For her sins to pile up to heaven. Y'all will say, from the time she started to the time that it'll pile up to heaven. Have you heard that before? Remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Y'all was when you see the word, Sister Kia, you say, I got to go down because the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah is kept on. You know what? It got so worse that y'all would say, I can hear about it. I hear about it all the time. That's why you said the angel to go down there and talk to God to get Lot out of there because he was destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, listen. I'm going to give her back as she gives. I'm going to pay her back. What she give out, I'm going to give it right back to her. Now, let's go. We're going to come back to this later on. Now, the first time you ever heard about Babylon is in Genesis, the 11th chapter, verse 8. Let's go through it right quick. I'm talking about a few kings, and then we're going to talk about two things. And I'm going to read part 1. Genesis, the 11th chapter. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. And the people eastward, they found as the people moved eastward, they found in the plain of Shinar and settled there. They said to one another, come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches into the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the whole face of the whole world. So what they're saying? Did y'all in their plan?
Yes.
Was Yahweh in their plan, what they're saying right here? No. And that's what it is with the one world government. Yahweh not in their plan. They want to do this right here. What does Satan say? I will be like a bull. I'm going to set my throne. So the people say, we. Yahweh now is nowhere in this right here at all, my father children. But Yahweh came down and see the city, and the tower, and the people was built. And Yahweh said, if one people speaking the same language, they have become to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. You see what Yahweh saying? Even when it comes to evil things, people can achieve whatever they want to do if Yahweh don't intervene in it. I think this will sound like, this spy thing that China's doing. It's more to that than what we think, y'all. They see the middle. It's more to that than what we think. Something going on. Once again, y'all will say, come, let us go down. What we hear that word at before? I'm going to read it again. What you hear this at before? Y'all will say, come, let us go down and confuse their language so that they will not understand each other. What we hear that before? Come, let us make that. You see, it's Yahweh. He's not talking to himself. He talked to his son, Yahshua, with the word and the Holy Spirit. He said, come, let us go down. He said, I will go down. He said, come, let us go down. So Yahweh scattered them from over the earth. And they start building the city. That's why it was called Babel. We call it Babel. Because there Yahweh confused the language of the whole world. And from there Yahweh scattered them over the face of the earth. Now I'm asking a question. Who was the first king of Babel? Nimrod. Nimrod was a mighty hunter. And he's not talking about hunting animals. He was a warrior. He conquered people and men. Are we listening? Right? Another king name was, let's sit right there. Let's sit down. You can find this in your spare time here. Alright? The first king, somebody turn your Bible to Genesis. The 10th chapter, verse 8. You got to read Genesis, the 11th chapter, right? Verse 1 through 8. You got to read that. But let's look at Genesis, the 10th chapter, verse 8. And Cush begot Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth. It was his cause that he built this Tower of Babel. It was his cause. This, you got to read it. Go read it. No, verse 8. Read one more.
He was a mighty uncle before Yahweh. Therefore it is said, even as Nimrod and the mighty uncle of Yahweh.
Read one more.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Ishmael, and Canaan in the land of China.
Okay, shut up. Now, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Who was Cush? Was Cush? Huh? Who was Cush? Cush came from a what? Cush was the grandson of who? That's right. Cush was the grandson of Noah. Who was Cush's father? Ham. So Cush was cursed. So if Cush cursed, Nimrod got to be cursed. But why see that the evil man, how come see that evil is always prosper? So Cush was cursed. Because Ham, what did Ham do?
Ham.
He saw his father nakedness. Let me tell you something, y'all. It's not talking about what you think you're talking about. He saw the nakedness of his mother. His mother and father, just the Lord was, having a little good time. And, just let it go over the curtain, got to all. Anyway, Ham came by and saw it, and one of these knows, and we don't know what was on his mind, but he said something about that. They was drunk. The problem with Ham was, Noah was drunk too. And he saw it, and he went out and told his brothers. But his brother went back, because you look in the book of Leviticus and say that you're not supposed to look for the nigga of your father. The nigga of your father's wife, or the nigga of your sister, or the nigga of your brother's wife. I'm not talking about, all of us can go, men, we can take a shower together, won't be nothing up. Y'all with me, that's a discussion, but I ain't got to worry about that, because, he got what I got, I hope. Brother Paul got what I got, I hope. But they got what I got, I hope. So it ain't not that we shame each other. football, play football, run in the shower. You know, men would shower, you know, right? But what Ham did, Ham saw the nakedness of his father, which is his mother. And he has some perverse thoughts in his mind. You don't know what he wanted to do, but it wasn't right. Some people say that he went into his mother. Because you gotta understand, in certain cultures, mothers marry their sons. And sons marry their mothers. Look at Samaria. Some of y'all heard of, what's her name? Samaris? Who was Nimrod? Who Nimrod? Yeah, Nimrod. Oh, what name was Tammuz? Is that all right?
It'll come.
Oh, you talking about Samira?
Samira, that's it.
She married Jacob.
And she said she got back by her own son, talking about because Nimrod got killed, right? And she said, Nimrod became the Elohim of the God of the sun. And he came and pregnant me. How can you pregnant me when he dead? And we had Tammuz. Tammuz. And she became the queen. Samaria became the queen of heaven. You read about the queen of heaven, that's Samaria. Alright? Now, another king of Babylon was H-A-M-M-U-R-A-B-I-S. I got it right here. Hammurabi. Yeah. Hammurabi was a very intelligent king of Babylon. Way before Nebuchadnezzar. The Babylonians have always been a force to reckon with. There's no other nation besides Israel that keep coming back. It was destroyed here, but Hammurabi, he resurrected it and built a great empire. And they keep coming back because it represents something that the devil used as a tool to influence the nations. Are we listening? I'm not going to hold you much longer. Are we listening? So Hammurabi was a very intelligent king. And the king that we know today, since I got that down, king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. How you spell out the kids? Nebuchadnezzar. Y'all remember Nebuchadnezzar, right? He became king. How many know that Yahweh intervened in the affairs of man? How many know that? I don't care who set Nebuchadnezzar. Who set Hammurabi? Who said him about Yahweh? I'm going to sleep on me, y'all. I'm about finished. I'm about finished. Just bear with me. But Yahweh dealt with the heart of these kings, or you must come through the time of Babylon. But it keeps coming back. Even in our time, right today, Babylon is still around. She's still influencing. We give this a little more, we're going to stop. But look at Daniel, the first chapter, verse 2. Daniel, the second chapter. Daniel, the second chapter, verse 1. 12. I don't want to lose y'all. I want to give y'all because we have a long day today. There's a lot going on. And I got to do something before I leave here today. And so before I leave the temple. So, okay, what did I say? Alright, let's read it.
In the second year of the reign for trouble and seek great trouble.
Now, we didn't look into the second king. I think it's one of the kings. I got to find it. That it was predicted that Nebuchadnezzar was going to come to destroy who? Who y'all Nebuchadnezzar going to come to destroy first? Jerusalem. Remember? And Jeremiah, Jeremiah told the people, don't resist Babylon. Don't resist them. Go with him. Don't try to fight. But who was king during that time? King Jehoiakim. I can pronounce his name right now. I have to look it up. I got to look it up. But he resisted. Jeremiah told him, don't do it. Don't fight against Nebuchadnezzar. Because why? The children of Israel is disobedient. Go read on.
Verse 2. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, and the astrologers, and the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans, for to shew the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamt a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syria, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will shew the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the one thing has gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, you shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dung for. But if you shew the dream and the interpretation thereof, you shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore, shew me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered and said unto him, They answered again and said, Let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will shew the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know of certainty that he will gain the time, because you see the thing is gone from me. But if you will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. For you have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me till the time be changed. Therefore, tell me the dream, and I shall know that you can shew me the interpretation thereof. The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, There is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore, there is no king, master, nor ruler that asks such things as magicians, or astrologer, or Chaldeans.
Now stop right there. Now was that a hard thing to ask anybody to do?
Yeah.
That showed the amount of king Nebuchadnezzar he would be. You know, well, how can you tell? But last I had a dream, I forgot what I dreamt. You tell what I dreamt. And I said, but he's king. And then you got to tell what you did. You know what I dreamt. Tell me what I dreamt. How can anybody tell you what you dreamed but you?
Right.
So you see the mind of King Nebuchadnezzar. He wasn't screwed on right, but y'all would still use it. Then he say, oh, you trying to stall time. He said, I want all y'all killed. And that's so we keep the mindset. But then one thing, I'm going to tell you one thing, we're going to stop right after this. It was predicted that it was predicted by Jeremiah that Nebuchadnezzar was going to come. How many I'm talking about? I'm going to say it again. Let's take it right quick, we're going to stop. Right quick, okay? We have part 2 coming up here next week, or even the following week. Jeremiah 27th chapter, verse 1 through 15. I got it right over here. It was predicted because the children of Israel was in disobedience, y'all. Our people were disobedient. Now, see, now you say, I'm just saying, now the Hamnites and the Shemnites, they did mix. Because how many of y'all know that 2/3 of the tribe of Israel is Hamnite? Now, Hamnite in them.
Yes.
Who I'm talking about?
The children of Ham and Shem? Is that what you're talking about?
I said the tribe of Israel. Got some Hamnite in them.
Right. So you're talking about Africa?
From a tribe.
Talking about Judah? What are you talking about?
You give me a chance, I tell you. You got me upset. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see that part. I'm wrong, y'all. I got to go to the altar and pray.
Yeah, we don't pray for you, Pastor.
Don't stop playing. I got to say, who were Joseph's 2 sons? And Ephraim Is the Egyptians Hamnites? Yes, the Egyptians are Hamnites. The Philistines are Hamnites. All the Canaanites are Hamnites. Are you listening? The Perizzites, the Hamnites, the Hittites, the Amorites, all them are Hamnites. When we go to Genesis, I can prove it to you.
Yes.
All those are Ham. The Philistines, Goliath was a Hamnite.
Yes.
They come from Ham.
Yes.
And so Joseph married an Egyptian priest's daughter, and she had 2 sons. Manasseh and Ephraim, they got Hamnite in them. So Shem and the Hamnite always been in the camp of each other. Huh? Who came to Yahshua's rescue when he was carrying the cross? A Hamnite. Remember Yahshua was stuck with the cross, and this man, Rufus, he was a black man. He was a Hamnite. I wonder what that's all about, y'all. He would help, but Yahshua carry the cross. Because Yahshua couldn't carry him no more. He could have if he wanted to, but there's a message in there. He was a black man. Who helped Jeremiah when he got put down to the dungeon? A black man. A dog confessed your brother. Who was going back to Ethiopia and reading the word of Yahweh? And Philip came and talked to him again. A black. So I'm not trying to say, but Yahweh had just in the Bible there's a lot of Africans. It's called what's called Africa. Africa comes from the name of the
white man.
conqueror of a Roman general named Africa, Africanus.
Yes.
That's what they call it. It sounds good, at all. Africa sounds good, but it comes from a Roman general. But it was called Chemist, or it was called the land of Cush. It was called the land of Cush. In Ethiopia, Cush, Egyptian, all of them, they mostly the same people. Up in the northern part of Africa. We'll do a study on that one day, you know. But let me get this right quick. I'm going to hold y'all up because we can get y'all out of here, all right? Just one scripture. Let's look at Jeremiah, the 27th chapter, verse 1 to 15.
Jeremiah 27, what?
Jeremiah 27, 1 to 15. Here we go here. It's up on the board.
In the beginning of the reign of Jehoiakim,
That's the king.
the son of Josiah, king of Judah, came this word unto Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying, Thus says Yahweh to me, Make thee bonds and yokes, and put them upon thy neck.
Listen.
And send them to the king of Edom, and to the king of Moab, and to the king of Ammonites, and to the king of Taras, and to the king of Zidon, by the end of the messengers which came to Jerusalem, unto Zedekiah, king of Judah. And command them to say unto their masters, Thus said Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, Thus shall ye say unto your masters, I have made the herd, the man and beast that are upon the ground, by my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seems meet unto me.
Ain't that something? You know.
And now have I given all these lands in the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant.
Stop right there. Stop right there. His what?
Servant.
This pagan king. You know what y'all was going to use him? I know King Nebuchadnezzar was saved. At the end he got saved, man. We're going to talk about, we going to deal with it. We talk about Nebuchadnezzar now. He called him a servant. There's another pagan, hold on for a minute. There's another pagan king from the Medes and the Persians, y'all may call his servant too. What was the name? Come on, say it again. Huh? Cyrus. You say Cyrus, no, Cyrus, you say it right, Cyrus, my servant, who allowed the children of Israel to go back, Nehemiah and them to go back to build a temple. Y'all would call these pagan kings my servants. How am I going to use them? Did not Darius love Daniel? Did not Darius, who was a pagan king? That man could hardly but see. Got put in his bedroom shoes and ran through, going out that city to lie to eat his servant, eat his prison. Daniel. He loved it, Daniel. You know, when we about to finish, hold on. Come on.
And the beasts of the field have I given to him
In other words,
also.
all the nations around Israel, the Babylon, did not Babylon conquer, did not King Nebuchadnezzar conquer everybody? Yes, he did. The Ammonites, Edom, Moab, all Egypt, he conquered all of them. Real.
To serve him. And all nations shall serve him and his son and his son's son until the very time of his land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him.
In other words, he will rule all his son and his son's son. Who was the last king of Babylon that we know of that was destroyed? That the Medes came and destroyed? Belshazzar. Remember Belshazzar? The one who what? When he got all the gold articles and was big and wild, that was the last. That was King Nebuchadnezzar's great grandson. And that's what y'all lied. No, he didn't. He said, well, you didn't say here. He said that and the nation shall serve him, and his son, and his son's son. Belshazzar, the one who got killed. When Daniel told him, but remember the handwriting on the wall? That was the last kingdom, last time that Babylon was going to be ruling. Because what? Who came next? The Medes and the Persians came. I read off, if I finish, I'll be almost done. Verse 8.
And it shall come to pass that the nation and the kingdom which will not serve the same Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, that will not put their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, that nation will I punish, says Yahweh, with the sword and with the famine and with pestilence, until I have consumed them by his hand.
What does this mean here? That will not serve the same. In other words, I'm going to say, in other words, don't fight him. In other words, surrender to him. Yield to him. Send a peaceful party and say, okay, King, be at your service. You do what you want to do. Don't fight him. Y'all would say, don't. He told King Hezekiah, King, I think it's that right. Not to fight against Nebuchadnezzar. Did he listen? No. You know he didn't. You know what happened to him? You know what happened to him? He got, listen, his sons was killed right before his eyes. And then they put his eyes out. The last thing he saw was his son being killed. First he tried to run away. Y'all ain't told him not to fight. Give up, because I'm going to punish all. Sometimes y'all will use an even nation to punish other even nations. And then you turn around and punish that even nation. We know, we about to finish. We got one person, we know.
Therefore, ought not eat. Therefore,
Verse 9.
Therefore, hearken not ye to your prophets, nor to your diviners, nor to your dreamers, nor to your enchanters, nor to your sorcerers, which spake unto you, saying, You shall not serve the king of Babylon.
In other words, don't listen to your prophet saying, no, I don't believe what Jeremiah said. That ain't going to happen. You will not serve that. You're going to defeat him. Don't listen to Jeremiah. You know what they did? They did not take heed. They listened to these false prophets. And they didn't listen. That's why Jeremiah was thrown to prison. Because they want to believe Jeremiah. That's why Jeremiah said, I ain't going to, y'all Jeremiah sometime. You keep on, I'm not going to preach the word no more, y'all, but don't call on me no more. But that's why I like to say, the word of God say, we're like fire shut from this bone. You could not stop. You know, we got finished.
Verse 10. For they prophesy a lie unto you, to remove you far from your land, and that I shall drive you out, and you shall perish. But the nations that bring their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, and serve him, those will I let remain still in their own land, said Yahweh, and they shall till it and dwell therein.
Yahweh said, those who obey my voice and don't fight against Nebuchadnezzar, They're going to be allowed to stay in their land. Read on.
I spake also to Zedekiah, king of Judah, according to all these words, saying, Bring your necks under the yoke of the king of Babylon, and serve him and his people, and live. Why will you die, you and your people, by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, as Yahweh has spoken against the nation that would not serve the king of Babylon? Therefore, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that spake unto you, saying, You shall not serve the king of Babylon.
Listen.
For they prophesy a lie unto you.
Listen.
Verse 50. For I have not sent them, says Yahweh, yet they prophesy a lie in my name, that I might drive you out, and that you might perish, you and the prophets that prophesy unto you.
We got two more verses, we're going to stop.
Verse 60. Also I spake to the priests and to all this people, saying, Thus says Yahweh, hearken not to the words of your prophets that prophesy unto you, saying, Behold, the vessels of Yahweh's house the vessel of Yahweh's house shall now shortly be brought again from Babylon, for they prophesy a lie unto you. Hearken not unto them, serve the king of Babylon, and live. Wherefore shall this city be laid waste?
Ain't that something? The city did not have to be destroyed. You know what? You don't have to be destroyed if you hearken Yahweh's voice. You can see that, Brother Griffin? Yahweh's some word. It didn't have to be that way. But because of that's why our leaders of these days, they will get America in a whole lot of trouble because of disobedience. We're going to stop right there. This is part one. So, listen, Yahweh had used Babylon throughout history. Yahweh had used Babylon throughout history. And he's going to listen. Now, at the end of time, Babylon going to become so wicked that Yahweh has to destroy them. We're going to talk about that next time around here with Yahweh. Alright? We're talking about that. That's Buddy Nebuchadnezzar that we used to have. He's a madman, but Yahweh going to listen. You can see that as a result. He became a madman, didn't he? But Yahweh going to tame him. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say, here today, people want to just see smooth things, nice things. They don't want to hear the trumpet sound. They don't want to hear that. It's too much for their ears. They want to hear easy things. You're going to get money. You're going to get wealth. You're going to live long. Prosperity is everywhere. They don't want to hear that you got to put your hand to the side. They don't want to hear that.
Anybody else got anything to say? We're going to close out. We're going to peel back some more pages and look into the life of Nebuchadnezzar. That we're going to use some. We've got only one of the kings of Babylon that I think was never got saved. We're going to talk about that with the news. He wanted to be bad, but Yahweh humbled him. So we're going to talk about that. Alright, right here we're going to stop. I'm going to say this because I'm going to say it in the comments. Let's go down.
I know that you want to take the part two, but I want to ask this question. Who is that?
What's the question?
Who's Babylon? Yahweh told him what she is. Just read the Revelation. Somebody now? You can wait. What's happening here? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
In Revelation, you mentioned about the beast with the 7 heads and the 10 horns. I would like to, if you allow me, to share with the congregation who that beast is with the 7 heads. Who those, the Is that okay with you?
You wanna do it now?
Yeah, it'll only take them 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
I'll give you 60 seconds.
Okay, the beast with the 7 heads, was 7 nations, and those 7 nations were France, Portugal, Britain, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Belgium.
Listen to me very carefully. I have to disagree with you on that. It stands for 7 continents. The 10 horns stand for 7 nations.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
10.
You see, I know I'm talking about. You come at me, you come this way.
Right.
So,
the seven
Yeah, you're right.
countries, the 7 heads represent 7 countries.
continents.
Continents.
How many
And
continents? How many continents have you got in the earth world?
There's 7 continents.
Okay, 7 continents. Go,
Okay.
Go.
So, those 7 heads was Belgium,
No,
Portugal.
10 heads. It's
No,
10.
it was 10 nations. It was 10. You're
I'm sorry,
confused.
I'm confused.
But three of them backed out. And so those 7 countries killed those other 3 nations. So that's why you got 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay? And those 7 heads is France, Portugal, Britain, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Belgium. And if you go and look up NATO, you will see those very countries that colonized Africa is a part of NATO. And of course, that was before the United States became the United States. So a lot of these countries, and what we witnessed this week with the earthquake in Turkey, there were 2 countries that were trying to join NATO. And when all these nations that are part of NATO, they must all vote in agreement. They must all vote the same way. And Turkey kept refusing to vote yes to let Sweden and Finland join NATO. Turkey kept saying no to Sweden and Finland because they had burned the Quran. And so they refused, and then they are against the Ukraine and Russian war. So Turkey would not go along with the madness of NATO. And so what they did as a punishment, they turned on the HARP machine and the CERN machine. There was a big, ugly, hideous looking cloud over Turkey before the earthquake happened. If you go back and you look at the buildings, if you look at the way the buildings fell, they failed as if a demolition was taking place. They did not just an earthquake and they swayed and they fell, they actually fell down like the Twin Towers fell down. If you go back and you take a look. And then, because Turkey kept refusing to say yes to Sweden and Finland, I ain't gonna say the first 2, but I think it was the first 2 countries that claimed to want to give aid to Turkey was Sweden and Finland. So it's like you said, Pastor, it's a lot of stuff going on that we don't even understand. The devil has a little time, and he ain't got time for us to be playing. And so people say, well, a lot of people died. So, and he doesn't care. Life means nothing to him. But anyway, that's what happens there.
Yeah, but I'll get you, but I want to say this: the 10 horns you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received the king. Now, you say something, but there's going to be 10. That's what they say 10 dragons representing 10 leaders, 10 countries. Because you try that in Deacon Records, I want to hold you because you never got to get out of here. You look at Revelation, the 17th chapter, verse 12. And it speaks about this beast. Let's look at 9. This call for the man with wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 hills on which the woman sits. They are also 7 kings. That's what you're referring to. There are 5 have fallen, and 1 is, and the other one is yet to come. But when he does come, he must remain for a little while. The beast was, is not, and is an 8th king. He belongs to the 7th and is going to his destruction. The 10 horns you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received a kingdom, but who for 1 hour will receive authority as king amongst the beasts. So it's a lot. You know, there's 7, but there's going to be 10. You know, and this is another chapter. I want to confuse y'all. But this is setting up for a big showdown with Yahweh and Satan. Yahweh people and Satan people. Alright? And we're going to see who you think going to win.
Who we know going to win.
I'll take the best now. Don't want to bet. I'll take the best now. Y'all going to win. Somebody going to say you now? We're going to stop right there. So thank you for your comments. And we're going to finish up this, talk about Nebuchadnezzar, who won the king of, who won the king of Babylon, who stemming from Babel, which means confusion. And nothing good come out of confusion. I'm telling you. Nothing good. Alright? So right here we get ready to start. Any questions or comments before we close out?
One quick thing I want to say. In a NATO alliance, one country can't vote no and stop like a Ukraine to join NATO. Take 5. In a NATO alliance, say for instance, Ukraine want to join NATO for help against Russia. One country shall not vote no, they don't want Ukraine. If one country vote no, and all the other NATO alliance vote yes, it's a lot of stuff. It takes more than 1, I think all the way up to 5. But then that's what allow that country to.
I'm not sure, but I don't know that. When I mentioned. No, I know you said it. I'm just trying to say, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. I think I'm saying I'm not knowledgeable about that information. You may be right. I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm saying I just don't know. But you give me some information. And so, okay.
All right, 11 hours, right?
Yeah. One can say no.
One say no, and we don't allow Brother Lazarus to become a minister. You think one powerful than 10?
Yeah, I got you. I understand. It makes sense. That's what the key is saying. It makes sense. It makes sense. You're right.
That's in a democracy. But it could be that it can take all of it.
I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Take up the 5 and say no.
Okay.
Okay, you won't join the NATO. Take up the 5. All the alliance.
I know, Ukraine trying to become one, and they say, yeah, Ukraine wants to become part of NATO.
They didn't want to original, but now they have put in their application.
Yeah, they put the application in. Russia mad too. All right, then we're going to close that. Let us stand. Let us stand. Now go home and go back over those scriptures, especially Revelation. So we could be talking about Babylon. Now next week you got one scripture. I'm going to talk about next week, but you got guests coming, right? Family coming. You got some family members that want to dedicate themselves to the Almighty. Them to come on, because we're going to get them about baptism and those want to get baptized. Alright? We want to be having a wonderful service tomorrow. We may not be able to talk about this next Sabbath. We'll be talking about something else, but we're going to get back on this subject. In the name of Yahshua Messiah, okay? Now let us stand. Father, Yahweh, once again, we thank you for being good to us and ways beyond our understanding. Yahweh, we give you glory, we give you praise. Father, we thank you for your kindness, your grace, and your mercy. Father, let this word not just zip over our head. Let us take it under consideration about Babylon. Babylon has been around for a long time, and Satan has used this as an instrument of unrighteousness to go against all nations. You have used it for your glory, though, to save people. And even in your instruction of destroying, disciplining your children Israel, you told them not to resist the king of Babylon. And it would be well with them, but they refused. But here, in the book of Revelation, you saying, no, don't participate in nothing that Babylon is doing. And we need to be understand what the system is, what system it is what kind of influence it has over the world, even today. We thank you for everything. My Father, children, y'all may bless you and keep you. Y'all make His face to shine upon you. I live for coming for you all to give you shalom, peace. Y'all bless you going out, coming in, you laying down, you rising up.
Yes.
Y'all are angels being kept all about you. Y'all are Shekinah going to overshadow you. But just respond before the throne, receive the great joy. May y'all bless you and keep you. Make sure the goodness and mercy upon you all the days of your life. So as I've spoken, so let it be done. Hallelujah. We got some rain coming in, so y'all try to get home safely, please.
Bye. See y'all next week.
Mother Griffin, can I see? Just now, how much time you got? Okay. Brother Paul, Brother Dave, I need you. Brother, I need you for 1 minute. Okay, my sister. Hope you feel better. We're going to be praying for you. If you see your sister, we're going to keep you up in prayer.